The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling, prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow down 3. Nasdaq is off. Nasdaq is flat. S&Ps are down 9. Gold contract, they're taking that thing apart. That's down $30, $12.37. You have silver down 69 cents, $18.04. Copper's off 2 pennies, $2.53. You get light sweet crude down $1, $43.51. The bonds, you get the notes down 2 ticks. The 30-year bond down 12 ticks. King dollar up 56 ticks. Euro's at $1.08. The yen is at $1.06. And happy Veterans Day, everyone, folks.
Happy Veterans Day, totally.
And you see that article I sent you over this morning? $1 trillion.
Sent me over a lot of articles.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be reading these days.
The $1 trillion in bonds, though.
That's big time.
That's a big number, man.
Big time.
With the T, no doubt about it. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You see the banner on the top of the side. You can hit that banner, bring up the platform. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can see how these defined option contracts trade. Markets, so let's go first into, we'll go into the S&P. SPY?
SPY? What are you doing? ESZ?
Yeah, ESZ 6.
Nope.
Thank you. So we had this baby yesterday get right up to this September 9th level, 2171. We hit 2180. We closed at 2167. And that's the culprit right there on the S&P.
Yeah.
What's intriguing here is that, of course, the Dow is way over its highs. So it's going to be like, okay, what is going to pull the Dow back, if in fact it does want to come back? And then, of course, you got the NASDAQ composite, which hasn't been able to get any traction. Gold. Let's go take a look at the gold market. Gold market is getting toasted and roasted out here. So gold is down $33.50.
Quite a move.
Huge move. I'm getting toasted with the move.
Okay.
But thank God it's a defined option contract. And this is where, folks, you trade the defined option contract. There was 1250s out here this morning that I bought. Excuse me, folks. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Okay, so where can gold go to here? We're down $35. Well, 12. This is pretty intense because 1252 is the high of how we came off the lows June 14th. The low is 1214. I don't see that happening today, but today's going to be a big day because if you don't get a rejection of price, here's where the divergence is in gold today. You have gold down, but yet the dollar isn't handling the high. It's flat. So we'll see where this whole thing ends up shaking out by 1:30. And the banks are closed.
Yeah.
Because that's currency trading. So that's the and my take there, my point there, folks, is that currency trading is done by the banks. So it is kind of intriguing that gold is getting toasted like this when the dollar hasn't been moving to higher price. But that being said, the banks are the banks closed in the United States. Inside the Dow, you get Disney is up by 2.5%. Cisco's up 1. GE's up 0.8. United Health is up 0.7. Taken away from it is Pfizer is down 0.2. Exxon's up 1.8.
2%, not 2%.
2%, thank you. Exxon is down 1.8. We go look at the NDX 100.
Bless you.
Thank you. Excuse me, folks. So inside the NDX 100, you have NVIDIA. Look at this, man. NVIDIA's up 24%. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That is a monster.
That sure is.
Look at that. They come out with numbers, and the numbers were huge, man. It's just pretty amazing that a company that is that big the estimate was 69 cents, and they come out with 94.
Yeah, just blew it away.
The revenue is 1.69. They come out with $2 billion.
2 on the dot.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, that is
just huge.
Huge.
It's got to be cool when you're an executive of the company and you know you're about to drop that kind of a big beat.
I know.
Right?
Seriously, man. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Yeah.
I mean, they know beforehand.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. That's a confident hand to get ready to show down come earnings. Yeah.
You get Norwegian Cruise Lines up 2%, Illumina's up 1.7%, Dollar Tree's up 1.5%. Taken away from it, Alexa is down 3.6%, Vertex 3.6%, Gilead 1.9%, and NetEase. That's interesting. So let's go to the IBB. So that means the IBB is getting taken apart. Well, that's not bad. It's only down $2.30.
Yeah.
Oh, not good.
I might be bowing out after this break. You got quite a little cold coming on you.
I know, man.
It's unfortunate, but...
I know. I don't blame you either.
Yeah.
Well, this came out of nowhere.
No, it didn't. You told me last night when you left.
Oh, I know, but I wasn't expecting to wake up like this.
It's tough, man.
Some of the high-volume stocks out here, this is what we have. You got Bank of America up 7 cents. NVIDIA's the big move. Apple's down 63. You stay right there, folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's up 4, Nasdaq is up 13, S&Ps are down 6. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 10. You get the Nasdaq up 4. S&Ps are off 9. We have gold down $35 at $12.35. Silver's down 76 cents. Let's go take a look at the silver market and we'll come back to gold. So silver right now. Okay, 1 second. We'll get that call. Let's go to Carlos in California. Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
Hey, good morning, Tom. I hope you feel better.
I feel all right. I just sound really weird.
Okay. Tom, I want to ask you about the UVXY. I bought it yesterday, and I'm intending to hold it to at least for 3-4 days for a trade.
Okay, so let's take a look
right now
at
I'm
it.
on the green. Can you say that again, please?
Yeah, let's just take a look at that. So this is the
Okay.
ProShares Ultra VIX short-term future. It trades at the 200% performance of the VIX. So this is 1445. So what you're looking for is you're looking for a downtrend in the market, and you're looking for an 18 bid, probably. You know, it's this vehicle, Carlos, I really don't like trading.
Okay.
But you're in at a decent spot. The reason that I say I don't like trading it is this, is that what happens is that when you trade something like this, you have to wait for the event.
Yes.
You know, and so what happens is that the VIX in general, with complacency, can continue to go much lower.
Yes.
You know, if the event happens, yeah, you'll wake up in the morning and this thing will be at 18. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes. What I try to do, Tom, since I trade on the futures, the
Yes.
slash forward DX,
Right.
this one I try to offset it one way or the other.
Okay.
Because, on the futures, it's open 24 hours.
Yeah, right,
And-
which is cool. Okay.
And, yes, and this one, I know until opens, but I try to buy it on extremes.
Nice.
When the market is trading on extremes, I like it because I know if the market pulls back a little bit, when opens, I'm able to put my stop. And if the market gets me out, I'm fine.
Good for
But
you. No, I understand what you're saying. And listen, I think it's just a matter of days before the Nasdaq and the S&P are already saying we're going down. Amazon, Facebook say we're going down. You're not going to have all those monsters go after their June 24th swing lows and not have the market. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, that's not how markets run. So, and when it's already happened, folks, this is what's really wild. The GEs of the world have already broken the June 24th levels. So you have industrials that broke the levels. Now you got the Facebooks and the Amazons that want to go after them. So, bottom line, to me, that's where the indices are going.
Tom, can I make a quick comment?
Yes.
I noticed on the news they're saying that this is Mr. Donald Trump rally, and when he's pulling back, seems like, it's not that they're blaming on him, but I think since the riots that are happening right now in some areas, and the environment that actually is happening, and I think it's so sad. Even though he was not my candidate, I think we should support him and as a president. But definitely, it's getting rough, especially for people like me. Lately has been very difficult.
Well, I want to address both couple issues there. The first one with the market, what I've found out in the market is that the market continues to do what it wants to do at all times. And the press is always saying it's this one, it's that one. What I find that just makes, it makes sense to me because there's plenty of my own friends that, bottom line, went for Trump, and they're going to get hurt the most, and that's just the way it goes. The thing that cracks me up is that there's plenty of folks that thought, like, there was a rumor that Jamie Dimon was going to be,
Yes.
Treasury Secretary.
I was surprised when I heard about it.
But why would see? To me, that wouldn't be a surprise. You know, the bottom line is that the guys in the financial business, the nothing financially is going to change. What's going to happen is that companies are going to make more money, and people are going to make less money. And I mean, that's he's a financial guy. They think he's going to go grab someone off the street that is not a shark. He's going to have sharks all around him, man. This is like growing up in Boston with Whitey and his crowd. That's who just took over, man. So I've had to deal with it, man. I've dealt with it before, and guess what? It's going to be all right.
Yeah, Tom. I know you like to watch movies, and I'm going to recommend you to watch one. It's called The Wave by Dennis Gansle.
The Wave, W-A-V-E.
Yeah, just The Wave. It's a German movie.
Okay.
And it's really very related to what's happening here. That things, as sometimes we hear in the market, the history repeats itself. That's a very good movie to watch. It's actually a true history, and I saw it on Netflix, but you can watch the trailer on YouTube. It's very interesting.
I will definitely watch it, man. And you tell all your compadres that they're going to be fine.
Believe me, it's sad. The way it's happening, it's already happening.
Listen, I had one of my. I know, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see where we'll see where it shakes out. That's the bottom line.
Just the other day, my wife and I, we were walking around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And someone approached to us, and he said, "Get out of my gates. Get out of my neighborhood, both of you." And it's my neighborhood too. I have a house here, and I walk around my neighborhood so many times, and he used profanity, and we just walk away. We just try to avoid problems, but it's so sad.
Yeah, that's a drag. That's a big.
Take care, Tom.
Thanks for feedback, Carlos. We really appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye, man. Let's go to Mark in Fort Collins. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good. Hey, my heart goes out to your last caller. I feel for him, and hopefully people can be better than that. So, anyway.
You know what? My take is that the fight, survival is always a fight. We're a country full of mongrels, and unless you're an American Indian, guess what? You weren't here. So this blows my mind on a continual basis, but I grew up with it, man. I know the deal. Boston, South Boston was this deal. Picture it. You had the gangsters running one side, the politicians were the other side of the gangsters. They were all the freaking same, man. And you just had to work your way through it, okay?
Yeah.
But people did work their way through it, and they made it. We'll see where this thing shakes out. Because my take would be, if in fact he thinks that he can run this country like his rhetoric was, there's no way. He will find out very quickly how tough the United States is, and he'll blow his mind. So you stay right there. We're coming right back, folks. Dow Industrials right now. The Dow is down 47, Nasdaq's off 12, S&Ps are down 13. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow right now is down 37, Nasdaq's up 14, S&Ps are down 13.5. We're talking with our man Mark from Fort Collins, and I believe we're going to be talking about the GDX.
Correct.
Okay, let's take a look at this, baby. We got the GDX down 93 cents, 21.81. Okay, shoot, brother.
All right. Looks like we are in the process of another ABC down, potentially. I guess if you look at the week of the 3rd of October, you had 582 million, and the next week was 339, and we're about 486. So we potentially could get enough volume even for the prior week, even though they hit the low on the 10th when it had a little bit lighter volume. I guess to be conservative, you'd use the week of the 3rd. Is that correct?
Yes. Now, check this out. Okay, so this is pretty cool. So, Mark, when I was looking at this yesterday, right, I'm saying, oh, man, this is an ABC down on a weekly, which is pretty intense, folks, okay? Because now the weekly had 583 million.
Right.
And yesterday we did a huge amount of volume, okay?
Right.
But it's not going to happen today. Some of these equities...
We already got 30 million, though. That's
yeah, but watch this.
1 hour.
Yeah, watch though. You're gonna see how many people are gonna be leaving work like in another half hour, an hour, man.
That's right. It's Veterans Day. You're
exactly.
Right. So we got that.
And
right.
so watch. If I look at ABX, right? ABX got to 1505. It's going into 37 million, and you've done 10, right? And now it's already rejecting that low. If I go to Newmont, now ABX is the largest weighting structure. If I go to Newmont, Newmont blew away its low, right?
Right.
That being said, it looks like it's also going to reject 33.29. So we'll see whether it does or not, okay? But it's another half hour. It's going to happen. No, meaning we're going to know. AEM. This is a beauty to look at AEM, and this is why AEM folks got toasted. It went from $52 to $43 in 3 days. That being said, the amount of volume that came out of this yesterday was huge. So now it's coming into the excuse me, into the 43.93. It hit 43.29. It's already rejected it.
But it's got pretty good volume. I guess it depends on what happens.
Well,
with
see,
the
watch.
It only needs 2.6 million, and it's already got 1 million.
No, I agree with you, but I want I want to show you a larger issue here, folks, and this is where it's always energy up versus energy down. See how AEM came down in October? It was vicious how it came down in October also, okay? It goes up in, at the beginning of October. So September 30th, it's at 56 bucks. It barrels down with 3.5 million, makes a low with 2.6. Comes up with some decent volume, 2.7, makes a high with 2.3, barrels down again. When you do that a couple times like this is a lot of energy that's out of the market, man. I like setups like these that they've already got destroyed once. They're going up again, and they're getting destroyed again. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I'm looking at the GDX, now this is where this gets really wild, folks, okay? Because the GDX, when you first look at it, it's like, oh, man, what a freaking disaster this is. But guess what? You only can have so much selling, and the amount of selling that we had October 4th, as well as yesterday, is pretty intense. Now watch what it's going into. This is where, when we come back, you're going into the highs of March 4th, which is 2087, which is 518 million. 2073, the highs of March 11th, all the weeks, and then 2142, the highs of the 18th. So, the game is still out here today to see that, okay, does this reject it or not? But I like that area that's coming into also. So.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of sitting on the nugget thinking, okay, if this thing rejects, good. If not, we're ABC down to probably around 19, 20 bucks in the GDX, which it might be, depending on what the volume's like, is the next time to potentially look for it. So
I think we're all going to be making quite a few choices before the close today or in the next hour. I mean, I'm more inclined to go long the nugget right now. In fact, I'm going to go long the nugget. That's it. What happens here is this. So first we put together how those equities are coming down, right?
Right.
The dollar is not up, man. The dollar, in fact, couldn't take its high out. So this is, to me, is like a typical Friday that, they can move gold around, and they have.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous. So I understand what you're saying, man. It is dangerous. But what happens in the gold market is that it always seems to be dangerous when you're getting in at these wicked lows. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. And then are you seeing the same thing? Well, you talked about, but it looks like if I'm looking at the GLD, and is that going to break that? It's broken the swing from October 7th.
The GLD looks pretty good, actually. The GLD's already rejected lows. And this is the same, you went down October, you go down viciously again, and, the GLD looks like it's going to close above 118.42.
Okay, so even though we're under it now, and we still have time to go, I guess.
Oh, we get a lot of time. We get a lot of time.
So
and what's also happening, so picture this, that's the whole technical setup. The fundamental setup goes like this. The fundamental setup is that if, in fact, the bond market has already lost $1 trillion. So if, in fact, we're going to do large infrastructure projects that are going to cost a lot of money, and if, in fact, they're going to reduce the taxes, well, guess what? Inflation's going to rage because it has to rage because it's the only way that's going to be paid for.
Right, that makes sense, too.
And so what that means, folks, is that so when inflation rages, this is what ends up happening. Hard assets, most of the time, are going to be way ahead of inflation. Now, big inflation hurts hard assets, period, with the interest rate structure does. But what also happens is this, is that the asset itself accelerates much quicker than the interest rate can keep up with it. Because of the fact people realize, oh my God, there's going to be inflation. And for the amount of bread that supposedly is going to get put in, there's going to be inflation. And, once the inflation genie's out of the bottle, you'd be surprised. It's a lot harder to get it back in. But
so you're saying that inflation rages, they're going to have to raise rates. It's going to increase the value of the dollar, but it's still going to make the
it won't. To me, it won't increase the value of the dollar. The dollar, to me, is already topped out again.
Okay.
What it does do is that gold would be worth more money because they won't be able to raise inflation, the interest rates up quick enough, they'll destroy the. Okay, so you got to remember something. This is the guy that comes in and says he's going to have jobs, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. Well, guess what? If in fact all the jobs have to be in the United States, folks, the pencils that you're using right now that were made in China that cost 3 cents are going to be $3. Your question is going to be, do you want to pay $3 for a pencil? It's that common sense. So some of the things that supposedly are going to happen, if in fact they happen, we are going to be paying a huge amount of money for things that we haven't paid for in 25 years.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't see it, man.
Yeah. All right.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. In fact, I don't see much changing, folks. The infrastructure deal, I think that'd be awesome, man. Huge. We need infrastructure. Dow right now is down 25. Nasdaq is off 7. S&P's are down 11. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 37. You get the Nasdaq off 10. S&Ps are down 13. What's intriguing here, folks, is that let's go take a look at these percentages, because it's the S&P that is weak out here. So you get the Dow off 0.2%. Nasdaq had got smoked yesterday. It's down 0.2. S&P's down 0.5, which would totally make sense, by the way. What you have here is that if we bring the SPY up and we put this on a weekly now also, what you're going to see is that you're going to fail on the weekly also. We're at 215.92. This goes all the way back, which is pretty wild, until July 15th. You get failures coming right across the whole every one of those highs. So what that sets up is that it will go after the swing low once again from November 4th. That's 208.32. We had a question about the IWM. I wouldn't short the IWM yet, and this is why. So the IWM, the small caps folks, came into the highs yesterday with real big juice. That was, excuse me. Those are some pretty heavy signs of strength. We did 77 million on November 9th. You did 83 million yesterday. You're coming into only 26 million. That high there is 125.88. You hit 126 today. I wouldn't short it yet, though. What you need with the small caps, I need a test first. Then I'd want to see a downdraft, and then a retest of that area, because that is strong. And the divergence that we have in this marketplace right now has to do with the Nasdaq getting hit here. Well, let me show you something. Okay, so if we go look at GE, Brexit, GE was at $29. It went all the way back up to 33, and then got croaked. Okay, and now it's at 20. It's at $30 again. Bottom line, this still wants lower price. We go take a look at Amazon. Amazon got toasted and roasted. It's down over $100 off its highs. The beginning of Brexit is 722 on Amazon. So Brexit, when it turned, was 682. So Amazon went from $682 up to $847. And then what did it do? Get croaked. So it's going after its high volume swing low. Facebook, same setup. Let's put Facebook up here. Facebook's at 118. Brexit started at 115. It goes down to 108, goes all the way up to 133. So my point here is that this Brexit day, high volume day, as of 2 days ago, we also have another high volume day. So if we look at the cues, what you're going to see is that we're going to make our way down into those levels, particularly because the aspect is that you've had some high industrial stocks already break them as GE, and the cues are still a long way away from them. So it's like, okay, this has been quite a topping procedure that's out here. The cues are trading at $115. The high of Brexit is 108. The low of Brexit is 101. So I suspect what we're going to see here, the volatility is going to continue. And a lot of it's going to have to do with bonds and this good old dollar, as to see, okay, where does this rock and roll? If we go take a look at the 30-year, it looks like the 30-year could have another 4 or 5 points down, and then there's some major support there. So the 30-year is at 155.31. And, as we come across at 151.25, that's where we traded from March of 2015 going all the way over to January of 2016. So that area there should have quite a bit of support. And, we'll find out when we get there. If you go look at the TLT, which is the 20-year bond fund, this little baby out here today, this is going to get a counter trend bounce. So it looks like bonds are ready for a counter trend bounce. The difference is I wouldn't load up on this right now, excuse me, folks, because of the fact that the bond market, the liquidity in the bond market, the electronic part is open, but it's closed. The pits are closed out here today. But this can bounce to 124.22 in a heartbeat. And I suspect you're going to see that movement take place. Gold still can't get out of its way here, so we'll see how we close out today. We're at 12.33. The low's 12.28 today, and yeah, The last spike at 1237 had something. So don't be surprised. Gold could actually get up to 1250 before the close. Before 132. That'll really blow some minds, man. But that's the type of arena that we're in right now anyway. That's kind of how you can expect many of these things to basically trade. Let's go take a look at, let's see. So Google. Let's go see what Google's doing. Google's out there at 756. The beginning of its high volume low is 700. 700 to 663. And Google's already back inside the lower range. So that's also game to get down there. Actually, Google's game to go to 674. That's what that baby looks like right now. And 674 is where it had broken topside from about a year and a half ago. The XLF, the banks are going to be making money hand over fist, no doubt about it. It's a never-ending story, folks. So the XLF is at 2147. This breaks topside, has the volume on the break. So you got, man, this is a trip. You can make the case 15. To make the case that this thing's going to go up to about $25 or $26. Let me pull this back. The highs are 30 and 07. Looks like the next leg here looks like, it looks like $26. JP Morgan, JPM. This is at $76. I believe this is at all-time highs. Yeah, it is. It's at all-time highs. It's taken a B point out, 325. It's not going to have the volume of taking the B point out, but it's all-time highs. So bottom line is that you're going to get banks higher. The XLE, the energy stocks, they're not doing it. In fact, they're just going the opposite way. I suspect what that's going to be about is that we're going to definitely, there's oil out there now, we're going to have more oil. The XLE is pulling back $1.71. The bottom of that consolidation is 66. The top, which you couldn't handle, was 71. You stay right there. We'll be coming right back, folks. And, of course, don't forget, right after me, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. And then we get Think or Swim, Dave White, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. And, of course, we'll be back this afternoon. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow's down 45. Nasdaq's up 16. S&Ps are up 15. We're going to be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016, and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is down 38. NASDAQ is off 9. S&Ps are down 14. So Stanley Fischer, who's the Vice Federal Chairman, came out this morning saying the Federal Reserve Vice Chairman Stanley Fischer said the central bank has almost reached its goal of maximizing employment and price stability, strengthening the case for rising interest rates. In my view, the Fed appears reasonably close to achieving both the inflation and employment components of its mandate, Fischer told the conference this morning. In Chile, according to the case for removing accommodations gradually is quite strong, keeping in mind that the future is uncertain and that monetary policy is not on a preset course. The Fed has lifted its main interest rate just once since cutting it to near zero in 2008 and December of 2015. It's pretty wild when you think about it that we've been at zero since 2008. And what we're talking about, it's the Fed fund futures rate, right? So what that is bank to bank, what the bank's paying. Right now it's at 0 to 0.25. The probability, no doubt, is right up there that WI, I believe, is about 80% now on December 14th. It's 82% on December 14th that they will raise that once again. The market itself, the 10-year itself, the market has already raised it. We just, right now, we're 2.15. So if we take a look at this for the past year, the low for the year is 358 rather. The high is 2.314. So we're very close to the highs in the 10-year for the year. If we take a look at this on the 30-year, and the 10-year is what runs mortgages, so let's understand that. On the 30-year, we're at 2.9. We're almost at the high. 3.0 is the high, so we're right next to it. The low is 2.09. The high was 3.0. And if we take a look at the 2-year, this is pretty intense, so check this out. The 2-year, so the 30-year is almost doubled. The 2-year has doubled. We're at 0.5%, and now it's at 1%. So bottom line is that those rates are priced into the market right now. That's what it seems like out here. What you can expect out here today, let's see where this volume is. So it's going to be low volume, being Veterans Day. What you are going to have, though, on the weeklies is that you're going to have, if we take a look at the SPY, you're going to have a test of the week of the 16th, 786 million, 680. So what you're going to have is this. You're going to have a test of September 16th, the week of September 16th. That's where, and you're going to have a failure on price and a failure on volume on the SPY. If we take a look at the Qs, because we're not going to do another 100 million coming into the close out here. We take a look at the Qs. It's interesting. The Qs have more volume. Ooh, this will be interesting. So the Qs are failing, but guess what? They get volume, but they didn't hit the high. The Qs have 205 million versus 180, but they're under the price point also. And if we go back to the IWM, We take a look at the IWM on the weekly. Yeah, don't short that IWM. That IWM looks like it wants to go up and tag that 125.82 again. Yeah, the IWM. That's pushing those highs with some big volume, folks. You stay right there, man. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, folks. Of course, then swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White will be back. Dow right now is down 50. Nasdaq is off 14. S&Ps are down 16. Have a great day. Have a safe day. Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.